dogs. Such a pain. Those guys are nasty. Oh. That puts me up to medium. Jeez. needs a bow. You like that? These guys are tough enough. Why make it any harder? Save the arrows. Save the health. And got that guy. Only one more, yeah. I don't even know what's in there. Fire monk. Nah. Alright, no, we're up there. Yeah, that was sealed. This doesn't go up at all. That just did that. Oh, well, that's kind of disappointing. Doesn't do anything. I thought that would do something more interesting. I guess not. Find some buddies. There you go. Find another buddy. Get him. One of those guys for a second. No, this is these guys. What? No. Schmuck. I'm worried about is there's going to be explosive ones. Alright. Oh, I guess not. Up there? Must be. Alright, well that's sealed off. Must be this way. Oh. There's a floor thing. Oh boy. Ah, I know where I am. You know what I need? Fire arrows. eyeball in there. There's 3 eyeballs. Ugh. Never noticed that detail before. Oh, I know where I am. Come on. So my build, sorry, I just noticed. I get fixated. My build is, it's kind of like, well, alright, I'll show you the stats. It wasn't actually designed for this set of equipment. It was designed to be able to use the Sunflower, the Fingerprint Shield, and the Solitude set, and still be medium load. Someone gave me a challenge to try, which is basically playing like a medieval knight. So I can only use stuff that like a knight would have, with some obvious, connections. So it's not unreasonable to have, fire arrows, poison arrows, but stuff like rot, bleed, and all that, those are a little bit more dubious. And obviously I can use healing, because then, the game would be unplayable without that. That would be hell of a build, just never being allowed to use potions. It is, but keep in mind, it's also because I'm like level 288. So when I get to the bosses, it doesn't feel quite so awesome. It's more the fact that I'm just like super hyper survivable. So like if I were to change, just for the sake of kind of showing, if I were to change the Sunflower, uh-oh. It hits way harder, because that's that's what it was really designed for, was to be, actually didn't want the bow there until I'm absolutely ready for it. So the trick here is to get that guy to come out, and let the wall do the actual work. Yeah, I mean, it would depend at least in part on what the ash is. If it's an ash that just makes the sword flaming, it's kind of not realistic to have a flaming sword, but you could put it in pitch, and you could light it, and it doesn't last very long. So that's like within an arguable bound. Again, poison might fit the same bill, but that's kind of sketchy. But the Ash of War that I'm using is a heavy square off. So with that Ash of War, there's no magical component to it. It's just a move that you do. And then I made it heavy, which just basically says emphasize strength is the ability, not emphasize, dex or whatever else. I don't know if that makes any sense. I can use some greases, right? I think it would depend at least in part on the realism factor of the grease. So, like, if I looked... I'm just not using them because I kind of forget about them. I end up replacing it with something else, and then I forget to put them back. So, like, fire grease would be pretty... oh, I'm like level 288. Fire grease is probably allowed. Magic grease would be off. Lightning grease, I mean, that's not really realistic. Poison, you could probably do that. Rot, what would that really be? You know, Blood grease. Because of what the blood grease does, it really just increases blood loss, and I don't think that really makes much sense. I guess you could put an anticoagulant there. Frost, not realistically. Sleep, anti-dragon, and then obviously same thing for these guys. I think it's mostly a question of, what would be something you could imagine even in a. It can. The problem, yes. So let's for a moment say, okay, you could certainly say rot would be something that literally causes like rot, flesh-eating bacteria or something. The problem is, hey imposter, nice job. The problem is that it's really fast, and that doesn't make a lot of sense. That's kind of where it becomes sort of more magical than anything else. So this is where I put the bow back on, and I use fire arrows specifically because of these guys. Right, those guys explode. So if you can catch them with a fire arrow, you actually set them off, which is pretty funny. And then they can be standing next to one of their buddies and they'll set them off. It's kind of cool. But you just gotta sort of pay attention. You can zoom in if that helps. So this is, yeah. So there are certain very intentional limitations that are built in. So this does not go where you think it goes, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And it's not outrageous, for example, to craft like a fire pot, oil pot, lightning, rot. You could do the fetid and the poison pots. Those are reasonable. You could fill a pot with poison, right? But frenzied flame obviously is just straight magic. Hefty rock pot. I don't even know what these do. Just random heavy damage. Basically just throwing a really heavy thing of rocks. So it really just comes down to, which of these make, are like reasonable. Yeah, I'm actually curious. Never made one. I want to hit that guy with it. I'm just curious. Why want to target that guy? Ah. Come on. Come on. Oi. All right, well. I'm hoping to target the guy. So, let's see. Oh, well, that did it. Oh. The problem is that when you're aimed like that, when you're using this aim, you can't, this is the lowest I can go. I can't go lower than the horizon. I have to be able to target something to aim differently. And then additionally, even though I can see it pretty clearly, I can hit the rock ledge. There, he got his. But now that I can do this, right, oops, now I can actually hit him. But really, I don't want to waste fire arrows on that. Let's use dwelling arrows at least. They'll hit a little harder. Yeah. But aiming, unless I put on a talisman, that's not going to actually do more damage. Unless I can get a headshot, and I don't think you can headshot those guys. Or if you can, I don't know where to hit. So, oh. There we go. This should open the doors. I don't have any choice but to come down here, and there's going to be bad mojo here somewhere, I'm sure. I see. Alright, there's one more place I haven't gone. Let me see. Whoop, almost ran into that plate. Now, if this is the choppy dudes... Alright. This will be where the little guys were. Yeah. That's what I did with that heavy pot. I didn't think there was something up there in that room. I'll go look. I know there are ones that have... Is there a hidden room up there? There's a ledge above me. Where? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that has the undead that come back to life, even if you smack them. Now here is the surprise. They build it this way on purpose. To make you think you're in the same place. But the first indication should be, hey, what are these guys doing here? Rats. Come on. Watch, he'll survive all 3 blades. He's stuck. Oh, actually. Oh, now you want to make it through? Yeah. Oh no. That was that stupid fast poison. Oh. I should have watched my health more closely. Oh, and I'm all the way at the top. Bleh. Ah, hell. Oh, that's funny. I have lots of different weapons, but I am limited in which ones would be legal for me to use with the build restriction that has been put on me. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to agree to it, but at least for the moment, it is still a little bit amusing. I love doing that. Yeah, no, Colossal would be... Colossal certainly would be unreasonable. And if it was a Colossal, it would have to be, you know, like a sword. But who's actually using them? I could... The way that the description was put down would pretty much allow me to use a dagger, straight sword, thrown daggers, although why? You could use light great sword, but stuff like the colossal the twin blades, there were people in the era that used weapons like that, but they were not knights. But even still, I wouldn't want to use a twin blade style weapon. I'd have to go back. I have like tons of weapons. They're just in the bank. So I'd have to go there in order to see them. But I could use, you know, it's when it comes to the swords, right? The blasphemous blade would be out. That's just a straight up magic weapon. Yeah, and I mean, this is a I have agreed to this kind of limitation, not a, you know. All right, find your buddy. Oh, you found both of them. That's awesome. Now you find your buddy. There we go. That's too funny. Ow. So far, the only fights that have actually proven to be substantially irritating Yes, but I've got 700,000 runes lying down in the dungeon. I actually just recently lost about 700,000 runes. I don't want to do it again. That's actually almost a level. Alright, I don't care about these little dudes. These I can run past. They are, but it doesn't take long. Fair enough, though. This room a lot more likely to run by, because you take those guys, what, 3 arrows killed 6 of them? But that's true, that's true. Wanted to smack that guy. Made me mad. What was that? Oh, that's what that was. Oh. Apparently I woke one of them up. Alright, back to the entrance. Oh, hell. Oh, he's too fast. What? Those guys are not so slow. They also reset them, but yeah, they'll actually find an opponent. I've had them wander away from me and go for somebody else. Damn it. It's a long way to go. He's just gonna wander. See if I can't get him to go after that other guy. And keep in mind, the other guy may go after him. Yep. So now those two are fighting. Oh, look, another forked hatchet. So that guy up on the wall is definitely closer than I am. Slim. Yeah, I've had very little luck with the Bewitching Branch. I think I got it to work once on one of my characters. I always end up, what happens is that before it takes effect, I seem to get hit by stuff. It's not like, I don't think it's an instant thing. You have to like hold it in them until they eventually convert. And the problem is that I do that and they keep attacking me or you know, the thing that I'm trying to get them to help me with. Again, I need to go back and get my runes. See, still, other times they'll throw at each other. There we go. Now they're throwing at each other. Normally I play casters. I've always played casters. This is all new to me. Although I may stick with this, but I may switch to a heavier shield and give up on the light load. Back to the light load. Think of it. My sword literally went into his body. What the hell was up with that? I'm trapped. I couldn't get out from next to him. That was messy. Oh, good lord. Oh, that guy. Oh. Alright, let's go buy all of this, do the next rotation around, do it again. Ah. Yeah, there's really just a couple of cases where I think the hitboxes are just flat gross. Like, just completely off. Okay, go down again. One more time. And again here and up and around, right? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to try and run by all this stuff. Yeah. How did that miss? It's kind of crazy. Wait, I just made a rotation through here. This is the same place, right? Yeah. Alright. disappeared fast. Like... Alright, let's see here. Free runes, man. Free runes. I must have gone this way. Wait a minute. Okay. No. Must be some other way. Uh-oh. That must be it. There we go. Or did I... This feels off. There, they're right there. There's one of them. Alright. Where is the other? There he is. Alright. That clears those two at least. Oh, there's another one. Oh. Oh no. Ah, there we go. Hey, that works for me. Does that work for you guys? We both fell down. He fell down more. Root resin. That's not bad. Of course, now I have to get back up. Rats. And the question is, what does backup look like from here? I know he's under me, but I don't need to kill him. I need to figure out how to go back up. Carnage. And the big dude's just gone. Alright, so this was all up. Ow. Full face palm on that one. Okay, I know this is how I went down before. The question is, how do I go up? I genuinely have no clue. I just don't remember. Alright, well, it can't... So, that just takes me through the same cycle, right? Do I have to go... Oh, no. I have to go down where he is, don't I? Oh, they're together. Oh, but wait, maybe. Don't want to use a hefty furnace pot. No, I just wanted to wake him up. Yep. I just needed him awake, so they'd find a reason to fight. Like that. These little pots ain't doing squat. Oh, I'm running low on those. Oh, yeah, that's because I was using those stupid ones again. I can craft again. So I can make the stone pots. Alright. When I get back to the DLC, I'll get some more of those. Not that I ever use them, right? Boom. Right. Yep. this, I think. This is how we go back up? Or is this where that guy just was? Ah, bloody hell. Oh no, it's right there. Okay. Oof. What boss is in here? Oh, this will be exciting. Oh, let's not forget my root resin. More stuff I'll never use. I don't know what's in here. Oh no, is it one of the dual? Oh, one of those guys? Alright, that's not so bad. Ow! Thank you. Work cube fan. Nice. Oh, wait. Before we get back to the entrance, let's pick up another death root. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. So, and then, sorry, I explained the rules under which I live. The last piece was that I'm allowed to use Ashes of War, but they can only be, like, calling another knight for help. So, the Ashes of War that I'm allowed, some of these I have only because I picked them up, and I haven't had a chance to bank them yet, or I haven't bothered to. So, basically, all of these knights are legal. No Tish, no Telu, no Mimic. Technically, I suppose I could use a Mimic, but that would, I think, violate the spirit of the rules. And no Dung Eater. Just FYI, the three Mimics that I will, or the three Ashes that I will use are Dung Eater, Tish, and Telu. And Telu gets about 95% of the time. And now that that's dead, there's not really any entrance to... Oh, cancel. There's not really any reason to not just teleport up. But that may level me. Yeah, it's like a night-themed run. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to stick with this night-themed run. I've always played casters, and my plan was actually to do a Colossal tank build, and someone said, you should do this. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. It was early game, right? I mean, this is playthrough number 3. It was an early concept. So I didn't redo my build for that. And as a result, I have a stamina of 99.
There is something I'd like to say. Ooh. My purpose, and now I have said regardless, I won't allow, not even.
Okay.
Shall I turn? Let my share them with me.
All right.
Thoughts, your ambitions.
So you can
The
see
principles
99
you
endurance.
would
Sorry, it said
follow.
stamina. 99 endurance. That way my stamina is maxed out 160. 98 is actually 159.5 or something. So unlike the other stats, no, they're allowed, but it turns out, so actually hear me out on this one. It turns out that, God, so many runes get used now. I'm using a relatively heavy suit of armor, right? It's not a heavy suit, but this is not, I mean, this is 13.7. This is a significant suit of armor, right? And I have no talismans that actually improve my weight capability, right? So I'm light load, even though I'm using a, yeah. So even though I'm using a very heavy medium shield, I've actually thought about switching to a heavier shield, to one of the great shields. But again, it comes down to the limit of what I would be allowed to use, right? Something like Lord Sworn's Wooden Great Shield, Briar Great Shield, not really. Spiked Palisade Shield, that's kind of a joke. Any of these would be legal. Gilded Great Shield, that'd be fine. Golden Great Shield would be okay. Black Steel Great Shield, I don't know. That's iffy. Crucible, iffy. Definitely not Dragon Claw. Definitely not Ant Skull. Definitely not Jellyfish. It's certainly not the ones that shoot things. Maybe the Verdigerous Great Shield. But you know but it's kind of a ludicrous shield to be able to use. But if I did, let me show you what this numbers were designed for, just so you can kind of see what I was going for with it. If I change my equipment to the Sunflower, the Fingerprint Shield, and the Solitude set. This is one of the heaviest suits in the game. I'm still medium load. So even with all of that, I'd still get the medium moveset, which is pretty sick. That's what this build was for. And so when I was given that challenge, my first reaction was to was to go rebuild, but then I figured I'd give it a try, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I can do light load with this Black Knight set, and I'm missing one of the Black Knight pieces, so I'm using a Death Knight piece. But I can do light load with this? Oh, heck yeah. I'll take that. Now, because I'm using the brass shield, I can't have a bow and stay light, but if I actually kept using that shield, I can actually also carry a bow and still be light load. But the brass shield's like, what, twice the weight, I think. Yeah, brass shield's twice the weight. And none of these were as good. They're lighter, but it wouldn't have mattered. So, anyway. Let's see. We are ready to kill the fire giant. I mean, there's stuff to do before then, but not really. Oh, with one exception, I've not killed Radon. So, that's kind of where I'm at. I suspect that I may get a message that says, you're not ready for this yet. That's what I kind of think's going to happen. Oh, here comes the arrow. Nope. Oh, bloody hell. That's funny. I'm going back in the dungeon. Hamstring. Well, me fighting with this without spells is gonna make this fight a lot longer for the fire giant. That's one of the things. Poor horse. That's good advice. I will keep that in mind. Usually these guys don't give me that much trouble, but it's always this one. Actually, hold on. I have a couple things. I need to make sure that I have... Well, resting is always a good idea, but I actually need to make sure that I have a jellyfish. If you know why I need a jellyfish, don't spoil it for people that don't know why I need a jellyfish. Is there anyone who does not know why I want a jellyfish with me right now? It's cool if you don't. Hey, Mahmood. Yeah, actually, as a caster, the giant, I think, is really easy as long as you play it smart. I also need to get the recusant over there, but I don't want to play with the recusant until I've done this other part.
You're finally here. No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
Pretty cool, huh? Actually, you keep the summon. And you get the Primal Glintstone Blade. That's my favorite quest to do. It's very satisfying. There is so much death and destruction in like, senseless, needless death and destruction. I don't mean what you do. I mean, like, what happens to people, the reason why they're in the situations they're in. They're awful. Like, just awful. It's full, like, Game of Thrones story of Fire and Ice, if you prefer, which is no surprise, right? Martin was part of this project. But man, this is like the only happy, like truly happy one that's in here. It's crazy. Alright, so now I'll go play with Recusant. That's not how I get down. It's funny, I forgot how I got up here. Didn't go far enough. Ah. Basically never do it this way, so. Is it down here? There it is. Ah. Yeah. Hear that? It's funny. Hey, Batsies, come here. Hey, buddy, come here. That. Yep. It was dirty, but I'll take it. A crunchy kill is still a kill. All right. I don't need the Mage's Tower. I do need, if I want to go to the secret area, General What's-His-Nuts. Or Commander or whatever. Bleh. How do I want to get there? I actually need to I want to get to another, not funny. I need to get to another, what should we call it? Lost Grace. And then I have to backtrack. I have the Volcano Manor. What else? Yeah, I have to do Volcano Manor. I haven't talked to Ranny. I haven't done that that area yet. What else? Yeah. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff like that. You want me to fight one of the big guys? Like this guy? I will. Let me get to this. Oh, that's a good point. I wasn't planning on going straight to the fire giant. But in terms of the sort of end game progression. Alright, I will, Carton. I just wanted to get loaded up here. I do not want to fight the dragon. I hate fighting that dragon. Uh-oh. What? Oh, I'm trapped between his stupid legs. Oh, hell. Press. It's gonna kill me. I was... If you heard that clicking, that was the sound of me trying to swing my sword. And it was the look of it just holding there like I wasn't clicking it. So, no, those are not hard for me to kill. That was the game cheating. And I know, well, it wasn't the game cheating. It was my computer causing me significant difficulty. So I am uncooking that problem. Now you know why I wanted to go to that side of grace first. Uh-oh. What? I agree it's an easy roll. I don't know why I'm missing it. dragon's got a lot of hit points. What? Come on. There you go. How was that cartoon? Or cartoon? I'm not going to go fight the dragon. I just want to be clear about that. I may, just not at this moment. Because... yeah. Alright. I want to go back to Volcano Manor. And finish out this. Yeah.
I see this is your... Perhaps our Lord will no doubt... I see, but doomed to follow them in order to like a true...
Alright. Double checking. Okay. I have a very specific thing I'm trying to do here. There's Temple of Eagle. So, that's actually a good question, Donovan. The answer to that question is, yeah, as long as I don't use this special. I'm not sure I want to try this fight with neither the special weapon nor any spells other than the couple of buffs. That to me sounds like not a fun fight, because that fight is very much designed to be very difficult for someone who is just regular old melee. I mean, the giant puddle of lava that surrounds the boss, right? How am I supposed to hit him if I'm, you know, stuck having to deal with that? I mean, I've beaten him without this special, but I had to use spells, right?
I know that you have, but I wish to kill me. I thought that free me.
Okay. There's 3 states. I can kill her, I can give her the tonic, or I can refuse to give her the tonic. Trying to remember. Okay. I'm actually at the point where I would kill him. I'm not planning on giving her the tonic, and I'm not planning on killing her. Alright, so... oh, hello. Oh, boring. So, do I want to fight Reichard's now? And do I really not want the spear if I'm going to do it? Because I think not having the spear is going to be a huge disadvantage. Alright. I'm going to use the spear. I don't even want to contemplate what using a short weapon is going to be like on that fight. So I'm going to... What category is that thing? Is it a spear? Here it is, Serpent Hunter. Although one must ask, I bet the Serpent Hunter uses somber stones. What do you guys think? Somber? And I'm not sure I want to blow a somber smithing, an ancient somber, on that weapon, which is why it's set to 9 now. Yeah, of course it uses somber because it's 9.
I took you no matter it's all out your own.
I have 3. Alright, I'll use 1. Thought I had less. Oh, let me go back to here. Yeah, I was thinking of doing the Nephili... Well, okay, so here's the thing. If I do the Nephili Lu, the playthrough where I give her and get her is the ability to make a puppet, I don't think... You can't make her as a puppet, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. If you do Nephili Lu as a puppet, you end up with... you don't get... what's his name, to sell you a ancient smithing stone. Godok, or whatever his name is. The guy at Stormwind Castle. Oof. I actually already have a way to get down there, but I figured I'd use the quest path. Since I can. Oh, wait, hold on. So we will change to there. Oh, and get rid of that. Am I still light? I am, haha.
Look at you. I knew you'd take this. A special invitation to hunt some of the first tarnished who... If you should accept, I'll next see you on the field of battle. You're still alive. Well...
It's funny is if you walk up to her with this equipped, you'd think she'd be like going, "I'm not going to send you in there."
Our Lord will... Yes.
See the Lord.
Now, I will
Close your eyes for a moment. Yeah, that sounds like a smart idea.
Farewell, then.
Yeah, it is. That fight's in the capital.
May your visit be fruitful.
I also... Switching to the sky. Bow, bow. What? Lies. Uh-oh. Ah, it's too slow. Yeah. Hey, Chewie. Now, have you guys actually come back down here and done the other stuff that happens in this room after? Alright, I know Donovan has. Check it. Alright, so, here, looking around. Come in here. Give it a little camp. Give it a little wakey wakey. Right, get myself the icer coat. Double checking. Okay, wakey wakey. Go back up. Right. Watch. Do. Hey, look, here's your Lord's blood.
You. It's true then. You've defeated our Lord.
Yep. He was a
No.
wussy.
I must thank defeat until then. I suggest I will miss the champion I always was.
Oh, here. And we go back to this. Oh, hold on. I can put this back on. It would be untoward if I didn't have this on, right? Alright.
So, I harbor you know, even he was prepared to meet her. But any road, though we may yet, for we hunted our own, and with everything in. Oh, greater will I am the we refused. Oh, great, I am the we refused.
Alright. And... hold on. This one? Yeah. So back down to Rykard's room. And what's this? Oh, look, it's Rykard. Carefully listen to what exactly she says.
Oh, you... Allow me some time. Our Lord's carcass is vast, and not easily consumed. Dear Rykard, please, find purchase within me. I wish to be your serpent, your family. One day, let us devour the gods together. Dear Rykard, I wish one day...
She's literally eating him. That's so gross.
My lord, Rykard.
This dude's gonna kick my ass. Nope. Not interested in that. Ah, come on. Ouch. Nope. Come on, roll out, roll out. Roll out, come on. I totally missed that. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get fancy. When really I should just be doing that. So, the Crucible attacks keep getting more weird. In the DLC, it's like a frog tongue. It's like bleh, and then comes back. Oh, it's too much. Dude, she was trying to eat him. Look. Num 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 num. Nummy nummy nummy. Alright, so she's gone, her stuff's gone. I picked up the Icer coat. Let's go back to where they were, and then we'll go back to where, what's her name was. Anything left? Nah, already have the vial. Alright. Hold on. No. Sorry, church. What? Church of Eagle. Hold on, did I send it back down? I did.
Willing to kill me, are you? You've always been so kind and uncompromising. I suppose I knew him how kind and uncompromising. I suppose how kind.
Hold on. I'm not actually quitting. I'm cheating because I don't want to have to do that all again. This also works, for those that don't know. Doing this is the equivalent to hopping place to place. It's not the same as a rest, but it approximates the act of going from one grace to another. And that. Okay. Now my completionist tickle, my completionist itch has been scratched a little bit more. What does the letter say? Farewell, written in expert hand. I wish to set out on a journey so that one day I can carry on Mother's work. Be the proud daughter of Tanith of Volcano Manor. Farewell. You've always been so kind and so uncompromising, my champion. Oh. And so what she gives me increases damage taken. Oh. How much hate does she have? Anyway. Alright. That takes care of Volcano Manor. What else? There was one other thing. Ronnie. Which means I need to go here. Yep. Okay, I will agree with you, but I do have one comment to make. The Longtail Cat Talisman reduces how much damage you take from a fall, except it doesn't change the distance at which you die. Technically it does something, but someone who puts it on thinking they'll get another 3 feet of drop distance, nope. And then there are a couple others. Stuff like this. The text on this says, where is it? Enhances attacks with two-handed weapons. That is incorrect. That is not what it does. It enhances attacks with weapons used in two hands. So if you're using a like a colossal weapon one-handed, it does not help. You have to be two-handing it. It's stupid. Alright, I need to get to... Yeah, I just need to follow this up. I've already done that. I've already done any part of the bell towers I care about. Actually, I guess technically I haven't. Angry jellyfish. Wait, I didn't pick that up. Well, I am. I have to get there first. I haven't even been up this way in the map. I also haven't advanced, No, here. This is literally... I've none of these... I've done none of this. I was skipping tons of stuff. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. My last playthrough, my first playthrough. So this is New Game 3. My well, technically New Game 2. The numbering they do is so screwed up. I've killed the Elden Beast twice. How about that? Anyway, come on. My first playthrough, I did not do, reset these guys. I did not do Radon until, I did not kill anything until the game required me to do it. So I had actually killed Millennia before I killed Radon. On my first playthrough. Which is why, when I was done, by the time I got to the DLC, I was like level 187, I think.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old soul here, perhaps. Oh, when if you come, I am totem. Brave is territory. When the rain after Lekarian, I can, that is one less you. I've of the engine, whatever you. Blithe, quite a rare perhaps is at any rate. I've explained of the enchant, whatever you.
Yeah, I need none of these. I have that already. Actually, weirdly, that one may actually be useful for this build, so I can use the square off more cheaply, but I don't need any of these. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. I have a very specific reason actually now to use the grease. Fire grease. Oh, fire. The hands are super susceptible to fire. If you hit him, see how he rolls around like that? Even the big ones. Look at that. Alright. Aw, come on. Bastard. Oh, come on. Hey, thanks, Warbean. Appreciate it. I truly appreciate that. I really, really do. But really what I want is the ladies on this one. There's so much DPS and cause so much havoc. How's it not hitting it? Did you see that? That was crazy. Like I kept smacking it over and over again and it wouldn't hit it. That's nuts. Fire does so much additional damage to these. There is somewhere up there a big guy. That's okay. There it is. Alright, I need to call it a night. Warcube fan. Nice. Alright, well, Donovan, thank you, and everyone else, Warcube fan, Imposter, if you're still here. I'm pointing at where the text is, not at where the camera is. It's funny. Thank you guys very much for coming along with the journey. I will keep pushing through, and I will stick with the night build as long as I can tolerate it. I've only stepped away a couple times, and even then it was just kind of a stretch. So anyway, be excellent, be well. As a heads up, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will... If I'm streaming, it will be a very different experience, I expect. I'm going to be traveling, so I have to be on my laptop, which is nowhere near as beefy as my desktop. So the streaming may be very different. We'll see. So I may not even stream at all Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So just a heads up. Anyway, thanks everyone. Be excellent and have good nights, and I will see y'all later.